For Pisces weekly reading for the week of April 13th. Let's take a look and see where you're sitting right now, Pisces. I'm a Pisces rising. So here we go. Let's give a quick little shuffle. Shake it up a little bit. One more time. I was looking at them. Just kidding. All right, here we go, Pisces. 8 of Cups, Queen of Wands, Emperor, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands. So the card that's the most surprising about this, well, not so surprising, is the 10 of Wands. Pisces is feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now. I can tell you also that there's some internal conflict. 5 of Swords is present. So Pisces is having a hard time making decisions. Swords is all about air, communication, etc. The center of that top row, we have the Emperor, and this is what we do, how we direct ourselves and our leadership. So this is the Emperor. So the Emperor also consists of structure, leadership, patriarchy, male dominance, divine masculine. So that's in the center of the top of your back row there. With the 8 of Cups and the Queen of Wands, it's kind of telling us that things are moving quickly. You're being asked to manage things a little differently. We also have the Empress. So you have the match set here. So in the back row was the Emperor, the things that I do. Then we have the Empress, which is all nurturing and mother energy. Moving forward, you have these ideas. 6 of Coins here. If you look at the dynamics of the 6 of Coins imagery, we have mushrooms on the bottom and the questioner is floating kind of above, and around him are all these coins. How? There's a scale in his hands. So this is how. How am I going to do these things? These are ideas that are in your head and what isn't currently present but is conceptual. So the card following that is the Temperance card, balance, self-reflection, the give and take in the universe and how we are giving yet receiving. If you notice, there's a mirror image of the individual looking into the water and their reflection. And as they're looking at that, they're taking stock of where they stand, right? So so this is also balance. So the Temperance card is about that fine line of balance. Usually you'll see the imagery on the Temperance card of an individual tightrope walking, balancing on one foot, carrying something light and something heavy, being in that centered space. Oftentimes you'll also see the individual standing on water. So there's that very minuscule amount, actual meniscus between air and water. That is that space between. And so the Temperance card talks about that finite, also infinite moment of balance. So balance is key for Pisces right now. I see 6 of Wands, money coming your way, partnership, 10 of Cups, and the Page of Coins, money coming in. If you were worried about money at all, there's the Pentacle right there, and then the Maze. So Pisces is thinking about money, and the map, the maze of how to make things work. I can promise you that how the cards are laid out, you have the Queen of Coins, which is making your money. You have the Queen of Wands, which is working, and how you manage things. Also, the Empress and the Emperor, containing both of those in one reading, tells us that they're not off balance. So your leadership and love balance are both present. I don't want to say in competition with one another at all. They're perfectly balanced. There isn't a negative card in here, aside from the 5 of Swords being conflict and the 10 of Wands, which is you're fighting anxiety and you're fighting against these decisions. However, the end result card is the 7 of Swords. This is ease, a release of tension, letting go of things, not having to worry about them affecting you. We have the Page of Wands, also has some reference to learning lessons, although it's not a big one. So this isn't a strength card or a tower card moment. This is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is what did we learn, but it's taking shorter periods of time to do it. Also, the Page of Wands tells us that you might be attaining a class. Personally, as this Pisces rising, I am taking an astrology course. It's a year-long weekly course with 2 or 3 textbooks and lots of extra study material. So it's really kind of a big deal. But in the grand course of things, it's not going back to school full time, right? It's a course or learning something new. So the Page of Wands talks to us about education. So what is it that you're learning, Pisces? What is it that you're taking note of? Page of Wands. Look at the book and the pyramids, which I love. So there's knowledge and understanding coming from these next phases with you. But like I said, money coming your way. Look at the 6 of Wands, which you have this coin that you're attaining. So the thing that you're looking for is coming. I will say, though, that the thing that you dislike, that is distasteful for you right now, is the speed at which things are moving. You're not able to absorb these decisions and these choices like you normally would, indicated by the 8 of Cups. But these are to your benefit. This is fine. Just hang on for the ride. Like, literally nothing about this reading is awful. It's deep. It might feel a little heavy, but not 10 of Wands heavy, where you're feeling like your back is about to break and there's just one more straw to break the camel's back, right? We see self-reflection. And I think sometimes we're harder on ourselves than we should be, which is causing this anxiety. I don't even see the Moon card. What I do see is Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is deep emotional processing. The Queen of Cups is feeling emotions fully and with EQ, emotional intelligence, right? So even though you're going through all of these thought processes, nowhere says that you're out of control with it. I think you're diving deep so that you don't have to repeat lessons. So we have the Temperance card, which is balance. So if you feel like things are out of balance, just remember the pendulum does swing your way. Someone asked me if I would have an extra leg or an extra hand. I said if I had to have anything extra, it would be an extra girlfriend karma. Extra girlfriend. You want an extra girlfriend? Okay, well, I don't think that's a bad idea. Sometimes I feel like I want a wife myself. So again, you have another indicator of balance in the center of your reading, right? This is the 10 of Cups. So you have the 10 of Cups and the Temperance card. Both indicate balance. And if I were to strike a balance in power, look at your Emperor and Empress. So you have incredible potential to achieve like mastery with balance right now. Just don't fight against it. Anxiety and fighting against it. So surrender. Everything's going to be all right. Let's pull some cards for you from my other tarot deck and get to your moon reading. Pisces moon. Okay, here we go, Pisces. All right, Pisces moon. How you're thinking, feeling, your environment, what's going on around you. Here we go. Page of Wands. Pisces feels as if no matter what, you're starting over. Also, Pisces is getting the I'm tired phase. 8 of Wands. I've done what I can. We have the shadow side, right, which is our card for karma and our shadow work and working on our traumas, the things that afflict us. Pisces is really going through it, trying to make the best of a situation as best they can. We've got the 7 of Swords, which is coming out of some, you know, and the 4 of Pentacles. Let me show you these in just a second. Let me lay these out. So Pisces is really feeling it right now when it comes to feeling isolated. We have the Hermit card. Maybe you feel misunderstood, but the Hermit is one of my favorite cards to talk about. It shows us the things that we weren't normally looking at. If we get unplugged from something and we have a clearer viewpoint. So sometimes the Hermit's not a bad thing. So we have the Hermit, which is isolation, feeling separate, feeling other than and outside of, right? So the Hermit is also about enlightenment. That's the best word for it I finally came up with, is not just so much that we're alone, or in our isolation, but it's what did we learn? Where did we dive deep? In our isolation, we're able to meditate and study and do things we normally couldn't without outside influences. That's your end result card, is your Hermit, right? But throughout this reading, the cards are showing us the Page of Wands, which is our card for, new beginnings. You've started over again and again. We have the Knight of Cups, which brings a lot of joy to the table, and the Knight of Pentacles, which is recognition in some ways, right? Being able to start over financially. So you're worried that you're going to repeat some same patterns that you'd had in the past. You have, all of this money coming your way, yet you feel like you've been cheated out of something somewhere. I was just processing some energy clearing in regarding to this recently. Past trauma, poverty thinking, scarcity thinking, where does it sit? What's it programmed from? And what are the beliefs behind it? Right? It's because we feel poorly or feel badly about wanting more when we've already been given so much. Or it's the fact that you must be a bad person if you make so much money, because people that are self-serving tend to have so much more because they step on other people's backs. Sometimes we have this idea in our head that, we aren't worthy of it, or that, living humbly is better for our soul. To live within our means, and we don't want to ask for too much because then we put too much at risk. We have the Death card for you, Pisces. Transformation and change. That's all Scorpio energy. We also have the shadow side, right? So the Death card and the shadow side both tell us that transformation is on point here. We have the King of Wands, Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. So this match set on either side, King of Wands and King of Pentacles, work and money. In the center is love, the Ace of Cups. So as you're at this pivot point right now, she's saying kind of true that the more selfish people seem to get just about everything, though. It's true, but what have they sacrificed? They've sacrificed relationships for it. They've sacrificed, friendships and support. They have to do all these things on their own. Yet we're coming into new earth. And so we're asked to look at things differently now. Now it's all about support. Now it's all about global thinking, humanitarianism, all Aquarius, age of Aquarius. What is it about the people? So Page of Cups. Here goes Pisces starting over. We have the Page of Cups and the Seven of Wands. And what that references is you're going to defend yourself and start again. Ace of Cups is a pivot point. And maybe Pisces will spend a little bit more time in isolation or in meditation and thinking on these things a little bit more in the future. I am going to pull one more card because this feels like an unfinished sentence, doesn't it? Like rough times, starting over, being defensive, shadow work, and transformation to what? Into silence? I feel like there's more to be said to that. So let's pull a card, which is the Lover's card. Into balance. Yay, tarot. Look at the angel in the back. Blessings. Right. Now, the Lover's card isn't always great to me. I always feel like the Lover's card has more to do with dichotomy, duality, and differences than it does about love. But this, Lovers talks about balance, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, which you have, had in your general spread there. So your end result card is balance. If you can just focus on balance, all of these other elements will come into alignment. We don't focus on the past. We don't take yesterday's troubles into today's conversation, or you're going to always be talking about the past because there's always more information to come to light. So don't stay here. Don't stay in the feeling cheated, making the best of a situation and defensive, right? Come from what did we learn? Pivot points coming from love. Balance is key. And new beginnings. Page of Wands and Page of Cups. Just remember, love and money grow together. So find heart. It's easier to find heart than it is money. You find heart and money grows, right? Because the more expansive you feel energetically, like let's say you had a date night and you're coming to work the next day bubbling with energy, or you got a bonus and you tend to be more generous with the people around you. They kind of grow in synchronicity here. So if you're having trouble with money, go to heart. All right, let's pull a card from Divination of the Ancients for your oracle card reading for this week. To book your one-on-one, visit karmaondeck.com and book your appointment, your healing session, or take one of my classes. Let me know how you feel your reading went. Oh, and also coaching. I'm so excited about the spiritual mentorship. It's my favorite part. Anyways, tell me where you are in the world, how you feel your reading went. Please subscribe to my YouTube. You can see the picture-in-picture there for those of you on my other other platforms. I always forget to hold the cards up, but if you'd like to see them picture-in-picture, please join me there. All right, here we go, Pisces. This is your card for the week. I forgot to take that one out. It's the Joker one. Focus. Okay, so this card is focus. You have arrows going in every direction, too much distractions. So the more that you focus, also I would like to say that focus less than what it is that we're doing, it's our beingness. What we are focused on will be where we're led to. It's like you're driving on the road and you look to the side and you suddenly swerve into the thing. Where is your focus? Because that is the thing that will grow. Whatever is in your manifestation and in your head, that's what will grow. So focus on what it is you want more of, rather than the problems themselves and what you don't want. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side. I'm going to come right after this and do Aries.